Hi, and welcome to Metal Academix. This time, it's Michael's turn to pick a band. Which band?
We're going to go into some Swedish power folk metal with the classic Falconer.
Wow. And we're back and ready to listen to what? Falconer?
Falconer, like the old medieval.
I was just saying Falconer, like somebody who trains falcons.
Trains falcons, but also a power metal, folk metal band from Mjölby, Sweden, which is in the sort of lower inner part of the country around Linköping. There's not so much around there except for a McDonald's.
I don't know any other band from Mjölby.
Yeah.
So
it's an interesting project started by a guy named Stefan Weinerhall, if I have that pronunciation correctly. And the band is mostly a studio project, so they don't tour very much.
That's probably why I've never seen them live.
Yes, and I think they held their last tour in 2012 or 2014, something along those lines in Atlanta in the US.
They do go
at
abroad.
Prague Festival, something along those lines. So I think they're a fantastic band, and one of the reasons is the lead singer, Matthias Blad, is not a sort of metal singer by trade, but actually a theatrical performer.
Oh, right.
So more of an artistic bend, and I want to say, I don't know if this is correct, but I think auditioned via YouTube or somehow got in connection, kind of an open call for a band, and he became what many people say is one of the best voices in all of metal, I think because it is so unique. It's bringing this kind of theater, musical orientation into the music, which the lyrics are very much focused on fantasy and just crazy stuff that, again, I don't care what the lyrics are, but the sound is fantastic. So I have 3 songs to play from their earlier tracks.
I think this is a trend. We often seem to pick stuff from some of the early works by many
It's
existing...
a bias. The earlier stuff is cool, right?
Yeah, it makes me think of this first album curse. You know, like when you have an amazing first album, it's very difficult to kind of get better. And I think it's not always the case. I don't know Falconer, so I'm curious to find out. But it's something that maybe, defines somehow our preferences.
Yeah. So
we're going to listen to something from the first album? Or from the early
This one is from their self-titled album, Falconer 2001, which I believe is their first album. And I think for 2 of the songs, they're not going to be some of their more major hits. I think the last one will be. But the first one is called Lord of the Blacksmiths. I think this is one of my personal favorites. And because they don't have so much material online, I made a video for the first 2. And then the third will be a kind of live with the studio track later on.
Fan video. So exciting.
The second one I think is better than the first. But anyways.
Don't preface it.
Anyways.
Let's watch it.
Lord of the Blacksmiths from Falconer's self-titled album, Falconer.
With your own video. There's the guy.
Where the winds sing, the laments of times long gone. Where the elves dance, their dances of solitude. Harken to the mountain. Can you hear the echoes of the hands beat from deep within the shadows? Oh.
Wow. Nice work.
So yeah, the video is a bit out of sync in some places, but it's basically just some random footage of blacksmiths and that guy on 2 horses. He apparently a master falconer.
Yeah, I bet.
Of some sorts. But I think the song, I like it, especially when they bring in the clinks in the end.
Yeah.
I think it highlights kind of the sound of Falconer, which is these really heavy riffs, but then you have this very melodic voice of
Exactly. I
Matthias
also
on
laid
top.
attention to that there was a contrast between the very melodious song and voice and the heavy riffs.
So what do you think?
I liked it very much. Very much.
So
I think I also like the video. I think it helped the music, you know?
yeah, and you gotta listen without the video as well, because when he really brings in, I think it's the third chorus or something, and then when they start bringing in the hammers, it's just, it's a great part of the song. Big fan.
I liked it very much. It's funny that I've never heard of them. No one that I know recommended this to me.
Yeah, it's a pretty kind of, I think it had kind of a cult following, and again, just didn't get out there and tour so much to bring up their.
It's always a kind of a big dilemma, right?
Because of the, I'm sure there's other reasons, but mostly because of the lead singer's acting career.
So
It's
hard
kind
to
of
do
priorities.
everything, right? Exciting.
So-
If they've ever come to Malmö or to Copenhagen.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah. Oh, no
done.
more touring.
They're done.
Oh, dude.
They're done.
That's terrible.
But what they've produced is fantastic. So, second song is one of my favorites called Fairyland Fanfare, which is titled
I
so
love the title.
because there's perhaps, I would definitively say, the best example of alliteration in all of metal music is in this song. Alliteration when you start the same word over and over with the same
Fairy tale
consonant.
fanfare, you
So
mean?
Fairyland Fanfare is an example, but in the song you will have a
Some
whole long stretch of alliteration with the letter L.
Wow.
So this song comes off of their album Northwind from 2006. I think Falconer and Northwind are the two best albums. And I think I will personally say this video is a little better, but it's also kind of creepy, and you'll see why. But I just was going on YouTube for videos of Fairyland, and
You
you'll
typed
see,
in
You'll see
Fairyland.
just
and we see this.
yeah, and we see this. So Fairyland Fanfare. Keep out for the part with the L's. You'll hear it and see it as well in the video.
Fairyland
Fanfare.
Fanfare.
Here we
Definitely
go.
snowy.
Yeah, that's it. Linköping.
Far down the path, the firelight dreams in the spun twilight of hours. Along the lane of winding and silk towards the winged and sacred bowers. Alone, aloof in a fairyland fanfare, where the warrior child can hide away in his lair. Templar of the immortality slays the beast in comfort shelter. Climb up the black and sulphurous hill, and you will find caskets of silver. Alone, aloof in a fairyland fanfare, where the warrior child can hide away in his lair.
I love this snow.
Alone, aloof in a fairyland fanfare, where the warrior child can hide away in his lair. Live the legend, live life all alone, longing to linger and lure, illuminating a lane that leads you aloft. You're lost to the lunar lure. Leave the languish, leave lanterns alone, lend lacking luster to lies. Liberate the laces of life for the loneless lament yet alight.
Wow.
Falconer wins her over at the end of the day.
Wow, wow, wow.
So what do you think about the L's?
I loved it.
The
My
alliteration.
God.
So many. I haven't counted them, but
I was just
there's
trying
like at least
to
20 L's.
get all of them exactly with illuminating. I remember that was even L
Live the
within.
legend, live life all alone, longing to linger in lore, illuminating the lane that leads you aloft, the laws of the lunar lore. It's crazy, but it's good.
I love it.
And a little bit of romance between this fairyland
Inhabitant.
person living on YouTube and the guitarist, and I think, yeah.
Nice.
Maybe
nice,
the end of the
nice.
video is
This
censored out.
this is clearly a song where that folksy, like you can see
Yeah.
the folk tune come through much more distinctly.
Yeah.
And I like it. Definitely. This is, I understand why they sometimes are called folk metal.
Definitely.
For songs like this.
And so I think these first two songs are kind of buried back in the albums. They're not maybe the most, like this footage isn't from that song. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they played these live or not. But my final song will be one of their bigger hits. And it is called Mindtraveller.
Mindtraveller. All of them
Very
have
cool.
great names.
Yeah. Very cool. And I think I used to read a lot about this band when I was, I listened to them mostly in college. And also I was studying philosophy at the time. So Mindtraveller was like a kind of a very connecting song to what I was doing. It's about the quest for knowledge and these type of things. And I remember reading at some point then that this was one of Matthias, the singer's favorite songs to play live. So this
is a live version.
This is a live version, but the live version doesn't do the song justice. So I put the studio track, but it gets out of sync. And I had to kind of put some fillers in, and you'll see what those.
So it's also a bit of a fan video.
Our old friend, yeah, a bit of a fan video, but again, it's one of these videos where you got to just listen to the song on its own.
Let's do it.
So this is a taste, but then they'll do it.
Mindtraveller.
Mindtraveller, also I want to say off Falconer, the album.
The 2001.
I believe so.
All right, let's listen.
And I think, by the way, the only metal singer I've ever seen wear a tie.
That's funny. I didn't pay attention in the clips you've shown. Wacken, yeah.
I try holy spells, and the wisdom of the elderly, gazing into my mind, entering my soul. Is there not a secret to unfold? I am the mind traveler. My quest is mad. My quest is mad. Teach me secret holy spells, and the wisdom of the elderly, gazing into my mind, entering my soul. Is there not a secret to unfold? I am the mind traveler. My quest is man's destiny. Teach me secret holy spells and the wisdom of the elderly, gazing into my mind, entering my soul. Is there not a secret to unfold? Gazing into my mind, entering my soul. Here I have advices to be told.
I had to put something in to
For the last
fill it in. I know it's not
accord.
entirely in sync, but
No, it was fun.
It was difficult, but
Great song.
yeah, it's
very
so good.
melodic.
It's so
Very
good.
melodic.
it's so good.
Definitely, you can hear the medieval, like a medieval
Yeah.
type of tune to
And
me.
that's if you look at their album art. If you look at, I think in the first video I played, there were some clips from some of their music videos. They do have this very medieval vibe,
It's very
minstrel,
clear. Like
a lot of songs about.
green sleeves,
Yeah.
it's clear that,
Yeah.
that way. And I like it. And I like the lyrics as well.
But
Very
I think
much.
I think the highlight of the band is definitely the singer. It's just it's a different sound.
Yeah, and a
great
different look, right? Like
Yeah,
a very
different look.
composed gentleman,
Mhm.
as opposed to, some...
Yeah. So again, this guy
other types.
he played Peter in Jesus Christ Superstar in sort of Sweden, and has been around doing different theatrical performances. But moonlights as what some people say one of the best metal singers around.
And again, this is, I think, something that unites us, like the preference for good voices, people that really can carry a tune.
Yeah.
I really like it very much. Very listenable. I think this is not just for the gym. It's probably okay even if you walk around town.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, there's different. There are other songs are different, but kind of has the same
The melodic.
that root. It's melodic. It's but always. I think each song has its own little surprise they throw in terms of the.
I like also the
vocals.
drums. I really like the drums. You wouldn't necessarily think of it because it's a lot about the lyrics and it's a lot about the performance of the lead singer. Of course, they occupy a lot of place, but somehow the drums came through and I love them. A lot of energy and weight there.
Yeah.
Working hard in the background.
Definitely, always keeping a strong.
I
line.
like that.
Yeah.
Very much.
Absolutely. So that's a short intro to Falconer. I encourage you to go and obviously check out their other songs.
Such a pity they don't perform anymore. But definitely we have them online, all digital, and obviously if we hear there's any news of them performing again.
Yeah, we'll see. I think Stefan, the founder of the band, and also I think he's maybe the bassist. I don't know if he's a guitarist or the bassist, but I think he has some other projects going. But I think Matthias is focusing either on photography or art or something cultural, which kind of fits weirdly with the music as well.
I liked it. Artsy, but good.
Artsy but good. Lyrics are again medieval, but also I think there is some you can get something out of them if you listen. That said, that's Falconer.
Thank you so
one of my
much for
favorites.
introducing me and everyone who's watching to a band. If you guys have any suggestions for other songs we might have picked, again, leave them in the comments somewhere on social media or here on YouTube. And in the meantime,
Yeah.
ta-dam, ta-dam,
May your sword stay sharp.
and your quest end in glory.